welcome to Emilee and Lora. I'm Emilee.
And I am Lora.
In today's video, we're gonna go and do a client's house for the holidays. They just moved into this big, beautiful home and wanted to make it nice and welcoming for all of their friends and family.
Yes, this house, it has a lot of natural elements that we've decided to pull from. Lots of greenery with all the windows, and we really wanted to pull that in and have that spirit on the inside as well. But we needed to be glam.
We had to add our glam touch.
Yeah, one of the things we started with is we knew we needed a wreath for the fireplace, and we really wanted to do a feather wreath. We happened to be in CB2 one day, and we actually saw a feather wreath. We decided to take it, but it just wasn't enough.
So we added the glitter spray. We took a sparkly garland and cut it up into smaller pieces so we could use it as almost a bow at the top of the wreath, and hot glued it on and secured it with a really pretty sheer but with a glitter ribbon.
Yeah,
and
it was gorgeous.
That would kind of add a little bit of a dimension without overpowering the rest of it.
So the other thing we decided we wanted to do was the garland, and we wanted to offset the garland.
Yes,
and give it
make a statement.
Not a symmetrical feeling, but an asymmetrical.
We're not symmetrical.
Nope, we've said that many times. We are not symmetrical people. So we got this cedar garland. It's actually a faux garland. It's not real. That's something we wanted to be very cautious about for this client because they had very white walls.
Yes,
and we didn't want any of the greenery staining the walls. So we got a beautiful faux garland, but just like the wreath, it just wasn't enough.
We added some of these kind of glitter crystal sprays throughout. We added these kind of galvanized bells that were hanging in clusters.
The bells were amazing.
Oh, I love the bells.
And the glitter, the
little sprays
that we put inside of the garland actually spoke to the wreath and all the glitter that was on the wreath. It didn't match it.
Not too matchy.
It just complemented. They were both very similar to one another.
Yeah. And with the crystal ends on those, it's like
gorgeous.
another natural element.
Yes, like icicles.
Yes.
Yeah,
and it brings
really pretty.
it all in with that glam, but natural element. And then we just added a small lantern with a candle and a basket with a nice cozy blanket. And it just really warms up the space and asks for everyone to hover around the fire.
Yeah, exactly. And then the pine cones, we just sprayed with the same paint that we used on the wreath. We just spritzed them up and gave them a little sparkle as well.
Yeah.
And we got this great lantern at Target.
I know, great. I love it.
We actually used the same lanterns outside at the front door, which we will have in a video coming up.
Yes. And please like and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. It doesn't take much time. It doesn't, really do anything but just support us as Emilee and Lora and show us that people are watching and we can use all the support we can get.
We also did the dining table, and we wanted to go with something that was very natural for the dining table as well. And we found these great black candlesticks that we actually searched all day for.
Yes.
And the very last store that we walked into, we found these and we were like, this is exactly what we've been looking for.
Yes.
And they just added this beautiful height to the table that still was very open and airy.
Yeah,
so
we don't obstruct the outside. We just want to bring something that draws your eye up and creates a little bit of height, but you can still see the person across the table from you.
Yeah. And the garland came from Crate and Barrel, and it had a very kind of rustic element to it. And
the sticks and the berries.
The white berries, which looked beautiful on the table. And we just came back in with
the same garland we used from the wreath.
Yes, and we put that in. So now both of these rooms, which were adjacent to one another, kind of spoke to each other. Yeah. But still were very different. Stood on their own.
Yes. So, and the candlesticks we use are LED battery operated, but they have a wax finish on them, so they look and feel really real. They have a nice flame that comes up. and they are remote controlled.
We hope that we inspire you that if
Yes.
you want something that's kind of outside
Outside of the box.
the box a little.
Not red and green.
That's right. That's not red and green, exactly. And help you see that you might see something in the store that you like, but it just doesn't embody everything that you want. And we have shown you here that you can take store-bought wreath, a regular store-bought garland, and you can embellish it, and it takes on a completely new life.
I love it.
Yeah.
And it's one of a kind.
And it's one of a kind. No one's going to have one like yours. So thank you so much for watching us today, and we hope that you have a wonderful holiday.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas.